Hi again guys, I'm back with another unboxing. This one's come from cubes.com. I was a little quicker than I kind of expected because on the website when I was checking to see if it had been shipped, it kept saying it's not shipped yet, and then a notice came up saying they were on holiday for a week, and so I was a bit concerned that it was going to take ages to get here, so it's turned up today just a couple of days after they were supposed to got back from holiday, so it must have been shipped before the holidays started. But anyway, here it is. Interesting new little puzzle that I've wanted as soon as I saw it. As I'm sure you're aware if you watch many of my videos, I'm a big fan of shape mods anyway, and this is the new one from Moyu. It is the did it say it on the box in English? Of course we get those 4 layers. Fenghuolun. But it's been marketed really as the 4x4 windmill cube, or crazy windmill, or something along those lines. So here it is, another great looking puzzle from Moyu. A lot smaller than I expected actually. I was expecting it to be a bit bigger than that, I think. It just feels small. I've got my regular 3x3 windmill. Oh, it is bigger. I was just going to say I'm not sure it's any bigger than that. But yeah, I'll show you more about that anyway. I got that out for comparison purposes to show you how it compares to the 3x3 version. But let's get it out of the packaging before I finish with that. So this is based on the Moyu Aosu. I don't know how you pronounce that. Aosu. Aosu, which is one of Moyu's Speed Cube 4x4s. So I'm sure it has a good turning quality. Well, it's smooth enough. It feels a bit kind of grindy, so it might need a little bit of breaking in. Yeah, it certainly turns nicely enough, and obviously easily finger trickable. So very good quality there. Turns really nice and quickly. Obviously with these, they're not meant to be speed cubes, but similar kind of comments I made on my if you ever saw my 4x4 Fisher Cube video. I'm not sure they really warrant such high quality, these shape mods. They're never going to be intended for the speed cube market really, because you know, they're not a WCA puzzle. I doubt they ever will be. So they just simply don't need that level of turning quality. Now, it's always nice to have a good turning quality puzzle like this. Don't get me wrong. I'm not suggesting for a moment that it's not. But it's the price factor. You know, I think you'd sell more if you made these a bit cheaply, a bit slightly lower quality with just in regards to the turning of them. People would still buy them, the same people, and I think more people might buy them because they are quite expensive. There's no two ways about it for what they are. But me being the collector I am, I love these puzzles. I wanted to get it, simple as that. So anyway, what we've got here is basically a 4x4 shape mod in the vein of the windmill cube. Now, I've seen plenty of people say that this isn't a true windmill cube because I guess what they're getting at is, you can see this cut here, it comes across the centre. Excuse me, there's old dirty stickers on this one, I need to replace them at some point. But the cut reaches straight to the corner, and so this is a corner piece, this is an edge, so the edge piece doesn't wrap around the corner of the cube at all. Whereas on this 4x4 version, what people are saying, it's not a proper windmill cube because these edges wrap around the corner. So you've got these kind of two coloured, what would normally be edges on a 4x4. So you've got, sorry, 3 coloured edges, which you don't get on a 3x3 windmill. You only have 2 coloured edge pieces, and you also get these single colour edge pieces, like sorry, single coloured centre pieces. And these single coloured edges here, this long piece here is an edge piece and would be a single colour edge. Now you have got some single colour centre pieces, or all single colour centre pieces. No, I tell a lie, you've got a pair of single colour edge pieces, but then you've also got these 2 coloured centre pieces. These edges are indeed single colour, so you know that's okay. But then you got these centerpieces which are two colour. So I was talking nonsense for the most part. That is actually the centerpieces which are two colour on this, where most people think they should be single colour. But anyway, that's really kind of by the by for the most part. So yeah, it is a regular 4x4 shape. I'm curious now. Bear with me a second. I just want to grab the 4x4 Fisher, because this still feels small to me, and I want to compare the size to the 4x4 Fisher cube. No, I'm talking nonsense. It is in fact identical size. So I don't know why, but this just seemed smaller than I was expecting for some reason when I picked it up. But oh well, whatever. It is the same, so that's no problem at all. So really, I don't really think there's much more I can tell you about this one. So really, the best thing to do is get this one scrambled and give it a solve or two before I give you some more thoughts. And I'm having a bit of trouble getting things aligned. That's not a fault with the puzzle. That's really just difficulty recognising exactly where things need to go to make a full turn, because you've got various different shaped pieces that are having to go in the same row with each other. So it's just a little bit difficult to see exactly where things need to be. But yeah, we've got very good corner cutting abilities on these puzzles. So if it's not quite aligned quite right, the chances are it's going to turn itself into the right place anyway. But obviously you can't go too extreme. Unlike with perhaps a 3x3, with a 4x4, you are more likely to get a pop if you go too extreme on that. But yeah, you can see this is a complete and utter mangled mess when it's scrambled. This looks fabulous. I love it. Why aren't you aligned? Where do you need to go? There. Gone far too far. Or not. What am I missing? There? Yeah, there we go. This is actually quite difficult to see where complete turns are at times. I'm not helping myself that I'm trying to record and speak at the same time as doing it. That never helps. It's much easier to do it when not doing those things. The old thing, men don't multitask very well, and I'm no exception with that. But yeah, I think we can definitely call that one scrambled. So I'll go away, give it a solve, and I'll get back to you with some more thoughts once I've done so. Okay then, so as you can see, I've got the 4x4 windmill, or crazy windmill, or whatever it is called, solved again. Pretty much as expected. It's just a regular 4x4 shape mod. I have solved it 2 times now today since I received it. Just wanted to do it again after the first time, because the first time created no parity situations, and that's no good, is it? That takes all the fun out of it. So I wanted to, you know, sort of see what other things it could throw me, see if there was anything different. You never know, but no, nothing unusual, just a regular. I just got to the situation where I only had 2 edges, or 2 pairs of edges swapped at the end, and had to solve it like you would on a regular 4x4. So no problems there whatsoever. So yeah, not too difficult. A little bit of time originally spent trying to, not a long time, but just a little time, sort of piece recognition wise, was a little bit tricky on the centres for some reason when I first started matching them up. I don't know what it was I was seeing wrong, but yeah, after a few minutes that became clear what needed to be where. But otherwise, not too difficult. If you can solve a regular 4x4, this shouldn't be too difficult for you. Once you kind of get your piece recognition and your shifted perspective in order, there's no difficulties. Turning quality, as expected, is really excellent. No lockups or anything like that. Once you get it aligned, it can be tricky in the scrambled state, as you saw when I was scrambling it earlier, to see exactly where everything needs to line up in a solid state, because you've got so many different shapes all next to each other. You're not really seeing a cube anymore, so it's difficult to see exactly when things are in the correct position to be able to make a turn in the other direction. But yeah, that soon becomes easy to work around. Yeah, it's a fun puzzle, good quality, a bit overpriced for what it is. Again, I don't think, when I say that, I don't mean, you know, overpriced for the quality of it. Is certainly not. Certainly as I said earlier, it is a good quality puddle, and that's what makes it cost, I imagine. However, I think you could have a lower quality puddle for a shape mod type puddle of this type. I think they're a bit too expensive for most people who aren't puddle collectors, especially. But oh well, that's the way it goes. If you want this puddle, you've got to pay that price, and I'm willing to do so. Obviously, not everybody would be. Anyway, I don't think I can really say much about this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Take care now. Bye.